You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back. It seems like every week there's some new AI thing happening, right? Completely changing how we look at tech, at business. Today we're going to get into some really, groundbreaking AI stuff. And not just the tech, but how it affects business and maybe surprisingly, the very human side of it all. Okay, so let's start with this GPT-5 news. Our sources are buzzing about it. Sounds like a really big step, especially for coding, like much smarter.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. The analogy some are using is like the Stone Age for AI. Not because it's primitive, but because it's learning to think with tools. Like early humans figuring out how to shape stone.
Thinking with tools, so not just calling an API or something.
Exactly. It's using things like, say, yarn commands to reason through really complex problems like dependency conflicts, stuff that would totally trip up older models it can apparently solve in one shot.
Wow.
Yeah, it's more than just running a command. It's like embedding the tool into its actual thought process, deep problem solving. And what that means practically is it can build whole websites now. Production-ready ones, database included, like SQLite. Not just the basic frame.
Right, not just scaffolding.
Exactly. So that jump in automating software engineering, people are estimating it goes from maybe 65% automated to 72%.
7% jump. That sounds significant in that field.
It is. Now, maybe the general writing isn't always. Maybe it feels a bit flatter than GPT 4.5 sometimes, but for coding, definitely superior. Much better accuracy, more customization options for developers.
Okay, so the tech is clearly leaping forward. But that must be shaking things up on the business side too, right? How are companies actually adapting their game plan?
Well, yeah, the economics are shifting fast. What's really interesting is how some companies, OpenAI being a prime example, are using what you might call agile monetization.
Agile monetization.
Meaning they build their products and pricing systems to be super flexible from the start. They can tweak pricing, change package deals, instantly, respond to the market in real time.
So they can A/B test value much faster than older companies.
Precisely. Compare that to legacy players, where changing a price point might take months of meetings and system changes. It's a huge competitive edge, that flexibility. But there's flip side. Especially for AI coding startups, the costs are brutal. Those large language models are expensive to run.
Right. Thin margins.
Extremely thin. We saw Windsurf, they couldn't make the numbers work, got sold. And others, Anysphere, Replit, they're under serious pressure. Either get their LLM cost way down, maybe build in-house, or, stuff.
Raising prices isn't the easy answer then.
Not really. The real game seems to be getting way more customers, scaling up to spread those high fixed costs. That's the tricky part.
So amazing tech, but relentless business pressure. Okay, but you mentioned the human element too. It sounds like that's just as critical, maybe even more so.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting and maybe a bit unexpected. You know what kills most startups, according to the sources we looked at?
Lack of funding. Competition.
Nope. More often than not, it's co-founder conflict. Fights between the people at the top.
Really? More than running out of cash?
Yeah. Take Astra, that AI startup. They didn't shut down because the tech failed or the money dried up. They had momentum, but the co-founders just couldn't agree on the vision.
What was the disagreement?
One wanted to chase huge Fortune 500 contracts, big, slow deals. The other wanted to stay fast, agile, iterate quickly. That fundamental conflict just paralyzed them.
Wow. So vision alignment is critical.
Absolutely. And tied into that is this idea of mimetic desire. Heard of that?
Mimetic desire, like copying desires.
Kinda. It's this theory that we often want things not because we genuinely want them, but because we see other people wanting them. We model our desires on others.
Oh, okay. Like chasing viral posts or that fancy VP title just because everyone else seems to value it.
Exactly. You mistake that external validation for what actually resonates with you personally. True innovation often comes from spotting a need you genuinely care about solving, not just joining the herd. And sometimes that means knowing when to quit something. Like in poker, right? Knowing when to fold is a skill.
Not just throwing good money after bad, so to speak.
Right. Don't keep betting on something that's only slightly positive value just because you're afraid of admitting a loss. Sometimes quitting is the smartest strategic move.
That's a really powerful point. Checking your own motivations. So how does all this, the human stuff, the vision, knowing what you truly want, connect back to building like practical AI agents?
Well, for these agentic AI products, the ones meant to act on their own to get stuff done, not just chat, the key seems to be starting small. Focused workflows.
Okay.
And crucially, Building in your specific domain knowledge, that's what makes it different, valuable, and always, always tying it back to clear business value. What problem is this actually solving?
That an example.
Yeah, a great one. The founder of RB2B, he had a small sales assist team, 2 people. He replaced them with an AI clone of himself. Cost him $99 a month.
An AI clone.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yep. And this AI handled over 1,600 conversations in about 3 weeks. The results, exactly the same, he said, as the human team.
Wow. And the benefit?
He got his time back. Instead of managing that team, he could spend hours every day actually thinking about the product, gathering insights. That's direct, measurable value from AI, freeing up the human for strategy.
That really brings it all together. From GPT-5's crazy coding skills to, well, basic human agreement and knowing what you're really aiming for. We've covered a lot. It's clear AI is moving incredibly fast, but maybe the human elements, vision, collaboration, desire are still the things that really drive lasting success. So maybe something for you to think about. In this world of fast AI and, all these external pressures telling you what to want, what's actually driving your innovation? What's the thing you're building when nobody's watching?
Spoken Tech for your ears.